It's the time to get down.
Was with me at the time, takes her purse, and it only took a couple of seconds, and the water was only like, what, 3 feet high?
I mean, nobody wants to believe you.
Nobody
you came back and tried to tell us you was in a flood.
Right.
They talking about, that's why you late to work today? Because you was in a flood.
You was in a flood, and I couldn't convince no one about that.
And they turned on the news, they're like, Vic,
Yeah.
sorry, buddy, but we're really not seeing the flood action.
No.
I think you're going to have to come in this weekend. Do some overtime.
And what do they call it out here? When we get a flash flood, it's nothing like a flash flood they got in Arkansas or anywhere else. Our flash floods here is because the drainage gets backed up. Our flood is the residual effect of where the water can't go, and it's on the streets.
Look at that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's all kind of news clips out there showing you what's happening with this. And so we want to say, wow, natural disasters, it seems to be the time, for all of this. Let's do something. Reach out. Let's reach out. There's a number of ways that we could contribute to relief efforts.
Right.
And this is on top of the ongoing relief effort that is the oil spill.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. It is. It's a lot, man.
Yesterday we showed you some of the clips. Here's a little picture of it. We're not going to show it to you today, but yesterday we showed you a clip, and it's up there now if you go to our viewing room, our interactive viewing room. But, there are caricatures on the president. He's starting to take the blame for all of this, you guys, because people are, like some people say, well, if he didn't do it, it's not. Listen, after a while, it becomes yours. That's the way it works.
Right.
You can get away with that. I didn't start it. I didn't do it, and but all that. But it doesn't make any difference. After a while, it does become yours, and it continues to be your problem.
Right.
And it continues to be the president's problem.
Well, and not to knock on it, but our government, our leadership is a reactionary one. So they always go get the polling numbers multiple times a day. They see where it's going, and as soon as something comes up, and they say, "Well, we have to go and address this," he's going to come up and be mad in a certain way. So he follows the community, which is the American folks, who are basically saying, you take charge and tell me what I have to do. If the voice is loud enough, I'll go right behind you and say something. And then after that, there's some steps taken. I don't believe it's all transparent. I believe very little is done to satisfy us, but he's going to wait to see how the general public feels. And is he mad now? Well, they said he should have been mad some time ago. So why is he mad?
Well, they say that's also not his style.
Right.
To get mad.
Right.
I mean, he's cool under fire.
Yes.
He's a cool bro.
Yeah.
Sort of like moi.
Oh, man.
Not.
Yeah.
But, that's the thing. Which one you want? And now, it's funny that some of the Republicans that were charging him with trying to take over now say that he's not active enough, no matter what. If he's real active, they say he's trying to take over. If not.
Right.
Well, let's just face it. The president inherited, like every president, certain situations that are ongoing. And so they become his. And so this is one. And so as we say,
Yeah.
we're watching. We're watching. The stories today really had a lot to do with the polls. Let me see if I got this one. Here's a poll. Okay. This is a poll that says, do Americans want Obama to get tougher on BP and the oil spill? Okay, and it was taken Friday. It's a Gallup poll. It's from USA Today. Thank you, USA Today. Please don't flag us. Please be kind.
Too late.
I know. Well, this Gallup poll taken Friday through Sunday says 71% of those surveyed say that Obama hasn't been tough enough in dealing with BP on the oil spill. 1 in 5 say his actions have been, just about right. And 3% say he's been too tough. So only 3%
Right. say
he's been too tough. And 1 in 5 say his actions have been just about right. For those of you who do that math, come on, 1 in 5. 20%. Hey, you too. I know. Head Start's doing a wonderful job. And so 71%. Now, they checked him on handling the spill. 24% of Americans rate the job the president is doing on the spill as very poor. And that's a 5% jump. Another 29% just say poor. Wow.
Well, I mean, first
wow. What do you guys think about that?
Well, watch this. Not do the poll, and then somebody says, hey, you know what? 80% says he's doing a wonderful job. What would you think if that poll suggested that?
I think that they polling the people down in front of the liquor store.
See, so you're not.
I polled them. I went to the poll.
You're not actually challenging those numbers of the people they polled.
Well, no, because I'm just challenging where they go. You know, I myself been known to prowl through South Central in an effort to find wonderful culinary, little features, and of course, the eyeball the wonderful women that prowl through that. So as I go through the ghetto, I've been gathering opinions on Obama as I move through the ghettos, and it's amazing what they say in the barbershop. Because they're still, supporting the president in general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In general, they are. In general, you are supporting the president. So.
Okay.
Good or bad?
I got it. I got a trivia.
Is that good, Vic?
It's a good one. I got one for you.
Okay.
What president did you fully endorse by his actions that you can recall, whether they're Republican or Democrat, if you can go that far back?
Carter. Jimmy Carter.
Oh, I thought you was going.
I'm saying, you know what, you guys.
Now, how many years ago was
Jimmy
that?
Carter had the great sweaters. Remember, he was the first. He was the president to sit down, and he had the sweater with the open collar, kind of. By the way, he sat down there, and he was at home by the. Here I am. Hi, y'all. Here's your president, Jimmy. Down here in the bayou.
You're wrong.
So we like Jimmy Carter, you guys. See, wait. All right, go on and laugh.
All right.
History, I guarantee you, will end up being way kinder to Jimmy Carter than it will be to any of the Bushes, any of those Bush boys,
Clinton,
the Bushwhackers,
Clinton, Bush, Reagan,
the Bushwhackers.
So you're trumping all.
Oh, Reagan, give me a break,
Okay,
Reagan.
wait.
Please don't start that Reagan stuff.
Well, wait a minute.
I am so sick of hearing them Reagan lovers go for what? You fooled by his acting?
Wait,
You were fooled. Oh, you were fooled.
Wait.
Okay.
What's Jimmy Carter's claim to fame?
Listen, he brought the peanut. First of all, I want to send props out to George Washington Carver,
Y'all do it.
who did wonderful things with the peanut. And I want to send some love out to Peanut, the comedian, who's our friend, and he's just like family. Peanut. So Jimmy Carter, he was a farmer, and he did houses for humanity, something else. That's Hamity's bastard brother. But he also did houses for humanity. So I think Jimmy Carter, we're going to go down. Who's going to be better, Carter or Obama?
Wait a minute. The last person who qualified to vote back in that day, let's see, that's 1976, right?
But it was easier to pronounce the president's name back then. Vic, the results are in.
They're in.
We just got in the latest winner from the Barack Obama mispronunciation. See, he's got me. The Barack Obama.
See, I knew it.
Mispronunciation contest. The winner's just in
Really?
from Jersey. Rose Kettles with Obak Barama.
That's the one.
Obak Barama. So your president, Obak Barama.
She gets my vote.
She gets my vote.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the name we're liking, Obak.
All right, man.
All right. Now let's get. We had news. We had news. Now one of the things I wanted to tell you guys, just to point out before we go to some music, is that ethnic unrest goes on because it actually, Vic, was squashed. I always said that truth. That's a quote.
Right.
Truth crushed to the earth shall rise again.
Right.
Well, the former Soviet Union was a conquered areas.
Right.
Different ethnicities made up that former Soviet Union. And so what happens is we forget that these places exist, but the people never forget. We forget about the tribes and the tribal lines, but the people never forget. And that's why, just because we're over here in America, and most of us never heard of Kyrgyzstan or Uzbekistan, all these other stands.
Right.
But it doesn't make, the point I'm making it out to you is that just like Africa, all over the world, tribalism, these kind of things exist. And they go on, and the people never forget. Well, right now, and I'm trying to find my, I did have my, there it is. Kyrgyzstan, you've been having ethnic unrest. Okay? This is going, now let me tell you something.